and gentlemen, please welcome the sensational amateur standout and two-time Olympic gold medalist, tonight making his highly anticipated professional debut, introducing Robeisy Ramírez.
Now his first pro fight. Here we go.
Tess, I don't care if you got 400 amateur fights. Every time you do something new, meaning it's a professional career, you're going to be a little nervous. So it's all
attached to the recent career of Lomachenko, calling all of his fights.
went down.
And this is being scored a knockdown.
He got smacked. He didn't get hurt.
Can you believe that? You never know what's going to happen in the pro ranks.
He leaned back.
And now a body shot and an uppercut landed from Gonzales. Can you believe that? The two-time Olympic gold medalist in his pro debut suffers a knockdown.
Without a doubt to win the fight or even pull off a draw.
He could come back here, obviously, and not be sitting on a 10-8 round, but we'll see how this develops.
And so is the opponent.
Exactly. Gonzales was able
to
land a left hand to the body. Gonzales at least acting like a pro fighter, even if he is lesser skilled, making it rugged. There's an uppercut that got in between punches from Gonzales. A left uppercut that landed. And an uppercut comes in.
Overly aggressive, leaving himself open with shot.
This was originally scheduled as a 6-rounder, and then they informed the parties later in the week that
Ramírez
at all, right
at
there,
all.
fill that space. Steady southpaw goes with the lead left hand. Covering up instead of jabbing. Get off first again with the right hand. Awkward angle, throws back a two.
And every now and then, he'll pull straight back to try to get away from punches. That's the reason why Gonzales is having some success. He's actually standing there and actually standing his ground and fighting in spots against Ramírez.
There's down there in the Tampa. There's going to be a sense of urgency here as we come to the halfway point round. And then in the second round, Tim, Gonzales was 11 of 62 thrown, and Ramírez was 9 of 34. He didn't put forth that much work in that second round.
No, absolutely not. Like I said, but what Gonzales is doing, he's working, and then he's moving.
He's just to cover up. Has to pick up the work rate here. Tried to time a left uppercut.
Gonzales blocked that punches together, combinations together. Pulling straight back again with his hands down.
And he got caught. And he tells Gonzales, come on, let's go. And you know what? Gonzales wants that. Doesn't mind it at all. Shoulder on the inside from Ramírez. Doubling up that jab. Gets to the pocket and then retreats straight back, and Gonzales follows him. Hand was off the mark.
Tess, there's no jab coming from Ramírez at all.
A complete opponent from Colorado.
But you know, this is his first professional fight. There's a lot of work that still needs to be done for Ramírez. And Gonzales changing up his offense, going to the head and also to the body.
And try and win this round definitively. He wants him to go to the body. I asked about not throwing enough punches.
In the fight. There's a clash of heads.
Robeisy fought so hard to get out of the country. I'd like to see him fight a little bit harder to get out of this fight.
Exactly, considering everything he had to leave Mexico City and hoping things would go through. 20 seconds away from finishing off his pro debut and hoping he can overcome that first round knockdown and at the consistent end game.
Hey, you got 10 for the bell.
Now he picks it up when he hears the clap, and here's the 10.
Watch your head.
You tell me where this thing's headed.
Oh, my goodness.
Adan Gonzales may have done it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 rounds of action, we go to the scorecards. We have a split decision. Here are the score totals. Judge at ringside, Alan Rubenstein scores about 39-36 in favor of Adan Gonzales. Judge David Braslow scores about 38-37 in favor of Robeisy Ramírez. And judge at ringside, Rose Lascende, scores about 40-35 in favor of the winner in a major upset from Denver, Colorado, Adan Gonzales.
You never know what's going to happen.
Lo que pasó esa noche fue más error mío que virtud de él, no que él me ganó la pelea, la perdí yo por cuestiones de factores que no encajaron. Pasó lo del primer asalto, que no fue un golpe fuerte, pero bueno, puse los guantes al piso, me hicieron el conteo y luego me vi ganar los 3 asaltos, dominarlo bien. Los jueces no lo vieron así, lo vieron una decisión dividida. Y solo eso, simplemente salí a buscar al maestro Ismael Sala y hacer un mejor trabajo, y se han visto los resultados en las próximas peleas. Y a demostrarle a él, callarle todo lo que ha dicho, todo lo que está hablando actualmente, solo con golpes, no con palabras.
Told ESPN.com Steve Kim that when he looked into Robeisy Ramírez's eyes the first time, he could tell that he wasn't ready for his power. He could tell that he was being underestimated. Dre, he isn't tonight. Tim, the quick turnaround. It was only 23 days ago that Robeisy
That he took to Gonzales. Ramírez has been on a tear. You know, he's came off of 3 consecutive, being patient, being calm, and he's looking for the perfect shot to line up Gonzales.
It was a left hand that scored from Ramírez.
That's the first sign of success right there, when you don't believe the hype, when you come in there with a game plan. And that's what Gonzales did in that first fight. He didn't believe.
Ramírez coming in behind that southpaw jab and then throws the left hand and then meets him with a left hand here tonight. End of 1.
But you must refine those skills once you get into the pros.
El Salas, Bernardo, what are they saying to each other?
I've got him moving to his opponent's right hand, because when he swings wildly,
Look for. This time he corners him.
Gonzales, left hands, but no jabs.
Ya le cogiste el tiempo. Sácalo con el reto izquierda. There you go. Oh.
Slip there. Need that right shoulder, right into his chest.
Behaved like a professional. No, that was a personal move right there from him.
And he backs him up with a double jab in the left hand, and then meets him with a left hand to the body. It's more from Vegas after this short break.
It's a lot of micro battles in the midst of the big battle that people are unaware of. But the good fighters and the great fighters, they understand that. See, the problem for Gonzales when he's facing a fighter able to do that tonight, he can't even put pressure on Ramírez because Ramírez is controlling the center of the ring.
No doubt about it that he's tough, and he's 30, would get in work, run, still wakes up early, gets a full day of working.
Tess, that's the kind of stuff that movies are made of.
Sure is. Well, and as Mark Kriegel, he had his Rocky moment in Philadelphia, being the ultimate night. He's a plus 600 underdog, having won the first fight. There's a left hand in the midst of that exchange from Robeisy Ramírez. And now with him pinned up against the ropes, they trade.
Down Gonzales. He wants to take him out. He wants to get
year-olds in his boxing gym that hit harder than Ramírez. Well, when this fight starts and you're facing a guy like, it wasn't about medals, it was about gold medals. So when you say something like that to a guy like this, you got to back it up.
With his tongue sticking straight out as he comes in against Gonzales. Gonzales comes in, targeting that body.
Ramírez off guard. I know he's hitting gloves and arms and stuff like that, but you know, the judges, they sit there and they look at these things.
Right hand to the
Gonzales is not letting his hands go. He's afraid to let his hands go because he's afraid.
That Adan Gonzales mentioned Dre in that first fight about he wasn't ready for my power and he felt my power.
Like Ramírez is doing the same thing as the first time. He looks like he's right there. He's making subtle adjustments that are making things hard for Gonzales. Exactly where he wants him. Great movement from Ramírez.
Watch the heads, watch the heads.
And it's almost like a misdirection play in football. You look like you're doing one thing, but you're really doing something else. And then boom, you counter. Very discouraging for an opponent.
Let's check in with Bernardo and hear what's going way back when, didn't you?
Yeah, I did fight his trainer. So it was good to see him in the trainer of Gonzales, Tess. He was a really good southpaw himself.
Dre, that's when you know you're getting old, is when you fought guys' trainers. That's the...
Man, a jab would serve Ramírez so much more if he used it. It'll blind. That's what the jab does. It blinds and hides the offense.
Getting after a little bit in that red corner.
See that movement right there? Go ahead, Dre.
You can have for a young fighter who has 2 gold medals. His first fight, losing a decision, getting knocked down, and the only way that Ramírez can deal with that thorn in his side, that loss.
Look, this is a new Ramírez to me. I mean, he's been reprogrammed, and I have to say that's because of the great relationship that he has with his trainer, Ismael Salas, and the communication and the guidance that he has put.
When they told him to run, now he's in America and he does want adjustment for a guy like Robeisy Ramírez.
Stop! Keep him up. Good. Let's go.
Ooh, he waited to the end to land that.
All 3 judges score the bout 60-54. For your winner by unanimous decision, Robeisy Ramírez.